Hello everyone and welcome to the highlight reel of our Belize Zoo virtual tour. This tour is a collaboration of Inspired Ventures, the Belize Zoo, and McGraw Hill Education. We hope you enjoy your virtual visit to all the wonderful animals that Belize has to offer.
It does get a little confusing when you visit Belize though, because one of the cultural names or the colloquial names for them is mountain cow, even though they're not closely related to cows, right? But the mountain part of their name is fairly accurate. Those prehistoric feet you see there have evolved very little over the years, and they're very well built for tackling steep terrain. So it's almost like they have four-wheel drive built into their front and back legs, right? So they can navigate steep riverbanks, they move through streams and all sorts of habitat and even more higher elevation in Belize's forest. So they do earn the nickname of mountain cow, even though they're not closely related, right? Hi, sweetheart. Can you say hi to the camera? Hi, pretty girl. There we go. Hi. Hi, sweets. So spider monkeys aren't known for their voices. Those are obviously the howler monkeys are much louder, but I think everyone just heard that little whinny that she did, there we go, that little squeaking sound. That's one of many vocalizations that spider monkeys can do. That one's usually a friendly one. They do a loud kind of like chuffing, almost like a shouting call when they're agitated or threatened. If they see a predator or something dangerous nearby, they'll all start shouting and chuffing to alert the other members of their group, right? Here's a quick sidetrack for us. As much as I like to show the more exotic and tropical species, I like to also reinforce that Belize does share quite a few species in common with North America. So we have white-tailed deer, just like you all do. We have mountain lions, or what we call pumas. And we also have collared peccaries, or what is known as javelinas in the southern states of the US. I know they get much larger and more aggressive in Arizona, for example. They've also been seen in Texas and New Mexico, but we also have them here. And just like vultures all throughout the world, both new and old world vultures have a very important role as scavengers and sanitation engineers, if you want to call it that. Their function of eating rotting carrion and decaying matter is vital for keeping the spread of pestilence, of disease limited in ecosystems. So they do have a very important public health component to what they do, right? And their stomach is so acidic that it destroys many of those very aggressive or detrimental viruses that we're familiar with. So stuff like anthrax, anything that causes TB or botulism and other severe illnesses that affect cattle and even humans, vultures destroy completely with their very elaborate digestive system. We actually do get great horned owls here in Belize as well. So after them, spectacle owls are the second largest. And I'll stop talking so you can hear Hoodie's little chant. Good boy, Hoodie. Hoodie? Can you say something? Good boy. So this is Hoodwink, everyone, a spectacled owl. And again, usually nocturnal, but Hoodie likes to be up in the afternoon and see what's going on. So he's always keen to come over and say hello. So someone was asking earlier about Max's, the vulture's ability to turn its head. So unlike vultures, owls can. They have 14 neck bones in their neck, or vertebrae in their neck, compared to the 7 that we have as humans, right? So because they have so many, their neck is far more flexible than ours. Here we have George, the scarlet macaw. And his son, oh, sorry, it's not his son. This is, who is this? Is this Pirate? Oh, it is Pirate. Hi, sweetheart. So we have Pirate and George, everyone. These are 2 of our scarlet macaws. They're the only species of macaw we have in Belize. We don't have any of the blue ones or any of the cool ones from Rio, but these guys are cool enough, right? So they're the largest parrot species we have, and definitely the most rare or endangered in Belize. So a recent survey of them, a recent census of scarlet macaws that was done in Belize puts it at their number at around maybe 300 individuals at best. Screen, but there is Panama, our male harpy eagle, right, bud? Big boy. So harpies they have a 6.5-foot wingspan. They're about 3 feet in height, and the males, like Panama here, weighs about, I think, close to 12 pounds. The females, like the queen, the female who lives next door, who's a little bit harder to show on camera, she is closer to 20 pounds. So much like a lot of birds of prey, the females are larger. Right, Rayburn? He is. He's a grumpy boy. Yes, it is Rayburn making those noises. He's rubbing. It's kind of, he's giving us mixed signals because he's rubbing against the fence. So that deep growl you're hearing is actually a friendly kind of vocalization. He snarls when he's upset, so it's a little bit different. Right, Rayburn? And he's full grown, by the way. This is the maximum size of this species. And they will typically hunt smaller prey like frogs, small birds, rodents. Sometimes they'll even try to tackle snakes or fish. This is Bruno. His brother Buster is behind us. And this is full grown. This is as big as these cats get, right? They have that very rich coat that you see is one color. And so from a distance, people have often confused them for ferrets or otters or similar weasel-looking animals. But they are one of the cats. They are one of the wild cats that are native to Belize. They spend a lot of time on the ground. They're not very good climbers or swimmers, but they do hunt like their other relatives. And interestingly enough as well, unlike other wild cats, they are more diurnal. So most of the sightings of them have been in broad daylight, never at night. So that's another cool thing about the jaguarundis. So as you probably already know, jaguars are the largest wildcat in the Americas and the third largest in the world. So tigers, lions, jaguars, and then leopards are the 4 big cats of the world. And despite that, though, despite being just the third largest, they do have the most powerful bite, or what do you call it? PSI, or pounds per square inch of biting force behind their teeth and jaws. So it comes in at well over 1,000 PSI, which beats both tigers and lions and is kind of on par or close behind the biting force of alligators and crocodiles.
Thank you to the staff of the Belize Zoo and McGraw Hill Education. If you have any questions or want to learn more about our virtual adventures, please visit us at www.inspireadventures.com. Thank you for watching, and we hope you will return for the next adventure.